The Buddha always share this truth. He said we have to develop the ability to see things as they are. Means to see the reality, to see truth. Means not influenced by anything else. If you were to check, most people, when they live life, whenever they see something, how do they see? They always see what they want to see, based on their perception, based on their views, their opinion, their conditioning, their belief system, their tradition, or whatever knowledge that they have. So everything that they come to perceive, they perceive it based on their habitual tendency, on their views, opinion, conditioning, and belief system. So if you see in this deluded way, or what we call distorted perception, then you are not seeing things as they are. Means you are seeing things according to your views, your individual views, opinion, conditioning, and belief system, especially your conditioning, and also based on your knowledge, your memories. Then whatever you have developed as habits. So this is what mundane seeing is all about. And we like to use words to label what we see. So that constant labeling of what you see. So the mind that always label, verbalize. So when you verbalize, it becomes a concept, it becomes an idea. So let's take, for example, I will give you an example. If you look at the Kuan Yin image at the back, or the Buddha Rupang, means the image up there. How do you perceive it? If you are Buddhist, you can recognize it. Straight away you say Kuan Yin. Oh, this one is made of marble. Or the Buddha, the Buddha tradition. Then you see another type that you see in China, or you say Mahayana tradition and all things. So all this seeing is what we call mundane seeing. Are you really observing or seeing that consciousness that become conscious? Initially, like the Buddha said, in the seeing, there is only the seeing consciousness. You understand? There is no one to see. So when we talk about direct seeing, means to see things as they are, means without distortion, without our mundane mind coming in to interfere, to distort what we see. That's why all of mundane seeing, or what we call observation, lead to duality, lead to all the concept, the idea, the views, the knowledge. Then based on our opinion, our conditioning, our belief system, we describe it accordingly. Sometimes also based on your education. You are an art student, you tend to describe things in a very artistic manner. You are a science student, you tend to see things in a very scientific manner. You're an IT student, you look at things in the IT manner. So everything is like distorted. That's why the Buddha say, Jnana Dasana, the direct seeing, to see things as they are, means to see the truth, the reality. Jnana is the wisdom. Dasana is the direct seeing. Yeah. So all this point towards the teaching you how to see. That's why we have the art of listening. Then we have the art of seeing. And to really see, we must develop mindfulness and awareness. When you are aware, mindful, how do you see? I draw the whiteboard. Of course, we think we need the eye to see, which is correct. So this is the organ for seeing consciousness to arise. Definitely, you need the organ, the eye to see. Then, whatever you see, so this line of vision, let's say it can be a human being, or whatever. So this is the thing that one sees, or you call it the that thing. It can be an object, it can be a human being, or it can be anything, or photograph, or nature, or weather. So we call this the object. But this one actually got no words, understand? Because different people will describe it differently. If you use different language, you will also describe it differently. Like this one, maybe you observe a human being. So what happens is, if you are English educated, you say this is a human being, then people will try to be more precise. This is a young guy, or a youth, or a kid, or a lady. Then if you are from another background, means your language is different. Like if you are from China, most of them know Mandarin, then they will call it according to how they label it. Means this one, the labeling, the naming, is according to our knowledge, conditioning, belief system, and education background. So this type of seeing is mundane seeing. We describe according to what we were trained in or conditioned into. But what is this seeing that the Buddha is talking about? When you are mindful or aware, or when you see with sati, what is it that we are seeing? I already defined to you all what is sati. Sati is mindfulness before the knowing, before you know what this thing is, the object, before you label it. So the problem is labeling. The moment you label, you no longer see things as they are. You no longer see with sati, mindfulness, awareness, where your thought has come in. So this labeling is from your memory, which is thought, knowledge, views, opinion, conditioning, belief system, etc. That is the reason why living beings who are not trained in the meditative understanding of what sati is or awareness is, they don't have the direct seeing. They do not see or observe with mindfulness or awareness. So this one is direct seeing. So when there is direct seeing, means you see things as they are. Means no words, no concept, no idea, no labeling. So this one is no word, no concept, idea, and labeling. Do you realize when there is no word, no concept, no idea, and no labeling, what is happening? Yeah. Means the thought is not active. Do you realize? Where is before the knowing? When your thought is not active, when your mundane mind is not active, what is happening? Means, like the Buddha say, in the seeing, there is only the seeing consciousness. Means the awareness. You are conscious of that thing without words, without concept, without idea or labeling. That is what we meant by seeing things as they are. So this one, no word, nothing. You just see it as it is, like a newborn baby. They become very cute when they start to cognize things, but they don't have memory. You have not taught them anything, no conditioning, nothing. They like very cute. They just see things as they are, no word, no knowledge, no memory, no interference from the mundane activity of thought process that lead to all the mundane thinking, or what we call the wrong perception. Then all the description, labeling, verbalization, comments, judgment, duality that the deluded and heedless people, through wrong perception, through mundane seeing, will create. That's why they got a lot of problem with what they see, what they hear, what they smell, what they taste, what they tactily feel and think. So ability to see things as they are means the direct seeing. So this one, maybe I write it on the whiteboard so that people understand. So this one, direct seeing is seeing things as they are. Means no interference from the brain. There is no like mind or mundane thought process to label it, to perceive it according to your views, opinion, conditioning, and belief system. Which is all this. From memory, you retrieve all this. Your knowledge, your whatever conditioning that you have gone through. So, understanding this can give you the wisdom to understand the real cultivation, to understand what the Buddha meant by learn to see things as they are.